Hello fellow humans and welcome to the Leo, which kind of got a bit buffed in 9.1. Now got 10 more alpha damage, which results in 3,724 DPM. However, I would recommend using calibrated this thing. Also, on your tier 10 mediums, check this slot right here. Because for some reason, some of my tanks have been switched to supercharger. I didn't do that. So check your tier 10s as well, because you might have just gotten a supercharger without wanting it. Like for example, my M48 pattern as well, it had a supercharger for some reason. I didn't put that there. So anyway, the rest of the equipment is pretty straightforward as well, what to equip here. And now, let's have a look at the stats of this vehicle. Unfortunately, those are still the old ones. Now, this does have this new consumable as in reticle calibration. I personally wouldn't use it. It's already accurate enough. And you got the improved gunpowder, which gives you better shell velocity with the AP shells, but you just aim, bro. That's what I would do. But if you want to drop the protective kit for the improved gunpowder, then it can be a somewhat okay-ish choice. But at that point, you will then need both repair kits as well. This vehicle, it can do absolutely insanely well. And the only limiting factor really then is the player. Now, obviously, if you do use the calibrator on this tank, you have 268 standard penetration, 330 on the heat. Now, 3,400 DPM is still among the highest of tier 10 medium tanks, even if you are using the calibrated. Now, the 140, obviously, it got nerfed into the ground, so ignore that pretty much. The pattern is still a very solid vehicle, but it's quite boring, so, you know, there's that. Now, obviously, accuracy and dispersion are very, very good on this tank. They are one of the best, if not the best accuracy in the game, especially with the 628 ones getting it nerfed. And then the mobility, look at that, it's fast as hell. It's faster than a T100 LT, at least it was before the T100 LT got kind of nerfed. So there's that. Now armor on this tank doesn't exist. What's armor? You don't need it, right? You got skill, you don't need armor. Here we go with Leo, and obviously this thing is very, very, very hard to play, but once you figure it out, it is going to be one of the best tier 10s that you can ever imagine. Now, obviously, most people, this thing is not going to work very well because you obviously need an insane amount of map knowledge and you have no armor, which means there is no room for error. Unfortunately, there is also no room for trash teams, and that is very sad because now, obviously, if I have to go down in the city, I can't use this vehicle's main feature, and that is the combination of the gun and the mobility, where you can just run around everywhere and do damage wherever you want to. And I can't do that in this instance because I obviously have a very miserable team, and that is just sad. So now, obviously, I'm stuck down here. The enemy has 2 mediums, we only have 1. That is one of the big problems for the Leo. If it can't stretch its legs, it's gonna hurt. And that is obviously not really great. And now, I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, fight not only the enemy team, but also my team into maybe doing something useful that might be usable. Alright, SU, he's a bit YOLO-y here. Oh, not quite enough gun depression on this angle here. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna probably get themselves surrounded and die, so let's see whether we can do something about this. Just gonna have to, yep, stand up B as well. And, yeah, that's gonna be very bad for me here. It's gonna be very bad. Okay, I mean, at least the grill's doing something here. That's useful. That's good. And now, maybe that T100 could be a shot. Nope, it's not, unfortunately. Yep, and they're already losing all the hit points, and I am as well. Because it is very, very sad to see teams like this. But, yeah, that's how they are. They never learn. Okay, now. See again, the standard B is pushing up here. Means I'm probably a bit dead. Back off out of here, and now I can peek him, or not. Very nice, that's good. Right, they've lost 2 so far. We only lost 1, so that's good. Stand-up just kind of threw away completely, and now we're gonna just sit here, keep peeking the guy. Obviously, use that excellent mobility and the excellent gun as well to get good peeks in. Alright, now even in a bad situation like this, if you know what you're doing, you can make work of it, and the enemy are doing a really great job at kind of throwing it away a bit, you know, going in, pushing one by one, and then obviously all these campers down there, they're gonna have a somewhat easy time to just focus them when they peek out one by one. So let's see what we can do here. Ideally that one... Look at them, just pushing in one by one. 113 is getting his ass kicked. There's no team play from the enemy whatsoever. And that is how you give city players a free win, essentially. If you go in one by one and if you don't play as a team, if you don't do anything useful, then that is how you gift the city players that shouldn't deserve a win, and that's how you gift them their win. Okay, now let's see if we can get this T100. That would be lovely, but not necessary at this moment. Now, that type, people call it OP. Those people are weird. Alright, now, it just fired, which means we can go, and again, one by one, they're all falling down. And that is the only way to win from the city, is if the enemy throws themselves at you and gifts you a absolutely free win. Alright, 3.7 from a pretty bad situation here. Just shoot below here. Obviously, you don't need the extra, you know, accuracy consumable, because it's already accurate enough. You can't miss with this tank. If you have a bit of aim, you're not going to miss with this vehicle, like, ever. Okay, let's move back and forth, because obviously I don't want to die to that trash. Never mind, the trash got me, unfortunately, but 4.5k damage, 1.2k assistance. What more would you want? So here we go, another one on Castilla, which, I don't know, I hope Wargaming doesn't continue the trend of updating maps to HD and making them shit like they did in World of Tanks PC, because there they did this in a really bad way, where previously, before World of Tanks PC's update 1.0, the maps were pretty fine, and now they're absolutely horrible. So I hope Wargaming doesn't make the same mistake in Blitz. However, there are some indications that they like doing that, like for example allowing this position a lot easier access and making a wall down there. Those are changes that simply aren't good for the map, and that's how it goes. Alright, let's see whether we can get this Progetto. I mean, with two, we've one up here. So there we go. There's my assistance damage as well. Let's poke over this side here. Let's see if there's some tank destroyers or anything like that lurking. Nope, there does not seem to be, so we can take a peek at the Progetto right here. And poof. Now, obviously, there might be some campers in the back. That Progetto has an autoloader, so... Yep, there we go. Ow. There we go. I'm up one. I don't really care now. I can just flip him at this point. If he just stays there, he can take his 2 shots. I don't care about that. I'll trade my hit points at that moment. Now... I'm gonna do is hold that position, and it's mine. There we go. Now that T54, you're gonna do this on the Progetto. Now there might be some tank destroyers up there, obviously, so we're not gonna go there. But I'm gonna drop off and finish off the Progetto. There we go. Beautiful. Now the 100 can be peaked if I go up there. Obviously, this is the map awareness that you need. You need to know where can I go to shoot someone before going there. Ah, haha, that's lunchtime. Oh. Another trash. Yes! Let's go. We got the trash. The trash got the trash. Beautiful. The trash has gotten the trash. That is lovely. Ah! Oh. Oh well. Oh well. This is the downfall of the Leo, really. You don't have armor, but it's a great tank if you know what you're doing. 2.7k. Look at that. That's just... Love that. Anyway. That's how Blitz is fun. I don't care about living. I know I'm a good player, but I don't care. So, look at that. They're just getting wrecked. I love that. 183 is getting wrecked. It's just erotic. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.